everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Shrek the Musical at Cape Fear Regional Theater in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So as you all probably know if you've been on the channel for a while, one of my favorite things to do in Fayetteville is to go to the Cape Fear Regional Theater. I love live theater performances, and I think I'm kind of getting my husband to like them as well. Jonathan is behind the camera. Before we start, I want to let you guys know that he might chime in now and then, but we've already talked about our favorite things, and I'm going to be trying to convey that mostly from my end, but he might hop in and say something. That's who the voice is behind the camera. My mom actually provided the tickets for Jonathan and I to do this for Valentine's Day night, which was so much fun. It was such a great date night and so unique. So thank you, Mom, so much. It was well worth the price for the tickets, and we had so much fun. For this review, we wanted to talk a little bit about our favorite actors, our favorite songs, the costuming, the set, and just our overall opinion about the performance. And so I wanted to start by talking about our favorite characters. So our favorite characters were Lord Farquaad and Donkey. Farquaad was played by Gabe Bellew. Jonathan picked him as his favorite character because Lord Farquaad in the Shrek performance at Cape Fear Regional Theater was very similar to Lord Farquaad in Shrek the movie. Jonathan and I both have never seen Shrek the Musical until last night. From his physical demeanor to his acting, just portraying that sarcasm and egotisticalness that Lord Farquaad displays in the movie, he did such a good job with that, and I think both of us agree that he was so good in that role, and the casting was spot on for him. Jonathan's favorite song was Forever, which is in the first act, and it is sung by the dragon, played by Ayanna Washington. She is so talented. She sings all the runs. She's got the vibrato in there. And I think one of our favorite parts about her performance is that she was on stage, but there was this massive kind of, I guess, is it a paper dragon with wire on the stage that looked exactly like the dragon from the movie. It was pink with big red lips, glowing green eyes, very cool. And there were actors underneath it kind of operating it like how you would see maybe in Chinatown during a big celebration. It was so cool, and she's so talented. We loved her, and we loved that song. And my favorite song would have to be The Ballad of Farquaad for a couple of reasons. So, as we've already mentioned, Gabe is so talented and funny. He portrayed Lord Farquaad so well. But this ballad in particular is so funny because it actually makes you think about who the parent of Lord Farquaad could be, seeing that his stature is so small. I don't want to give it away because I definitely want you guys to go see it yourself. It was definitely a funny addition that was in the musical that you don't see in the movie and you don't really think about in the movie, so I really appreciated it. I thought it was a really great song. Overall, though, I think Jonathan and I both agreed that the casting and the songs were both amazing. The whole cast was great. I did want to shout out Lee Jean Jr., who played Pinocchio, and all of the fairy tale characters. I cannot imagine how hard it was for this guy to speak in the voice. He sounded exactly like Pinocchio from the movie, but he was also having to sing like Pinocchio. He was hitting great notes. He sounded amazing. His performance was so energetic, and that was so cool. I imagine that's pretty difficult, and he did it pretty flawlessly, but I do want to say that all of the fairy tale characters did such an amazing job portraying their characters. There were the three little pigs, one of which was Town Again, who was actually in Mamma Mia, and we loved him. He was amazing. There were the three little bears. There were fairy godmothers. Gingy was in it, which was Gingy was a puppet in this, which was really cool, and the person who voiced Gingy did an amazing job as well. So this was not meant to be an afterthought, and I'm kind of worried that it'll seem that way, but I will tell you guys later in this video that I was getting over a headache this morning, and I realized that I didn't shout out Shrek and Fiona. They were awesome. I was so blown away by their voices and their chemistry on set. I really appreciated their performance, and I'm so sorry I didn't include you in the original footage. But like I said, I'm sorry. I was getting over a headache. Okay, back to the regular video. Yeah, everyone did an amazing job with the songs. The casting was great, and I don't think we could have expected anything better, honestly. So the set for the musical was actually very amazing. I love how Cape Fear Regional Theater manages to make a set that works throughout the entire performance that can just like change with just a few things. They had some, I guess, like tree lines that came down. They had a big moon. They had some ropes that came down to look like vines. They really do a great job of making a versatile set that's easily transformable between scenes and different things just to enhance the experience that you have. It was, most of the time it looked like swamp and kind of like forest area. When you were supposed to be in Lord Farquaad's castle, they would lower some flags to make you realize that that's where you're supposed to be. They did a great job with this set. It was very simple but very versatile and perfect for this kind of performance. So as far as the costuming goes, they did a great job with the costuming as well. There were actually moments in the performance where there were young Shreks or young Fionas, and they did such a good job of tailoring the outfits to these different sized children and adults. They managed to actually match Fiona's dress when she was an ogre and when she was a princess. So that was pretty cool too, because, you know, it can be different to find varying sizes. So that was really interesting, and all of the fairy tale characters were amazing. Again, Pinocchio's outfit was so cool because when he lied, his nose actually grew, and that was something that was amazing to me. Whoever made Gingy the puppet did such a good job. It looked just like Gingy. So that's our take on the costumes. I cannot do one of these without shouting out a couple of amazing musicians that I know personally, which are Dr. Wells and Dr. McLeod. They played horn and drums respectively. They always do such an amazing job with the music, and I know that has to be really tough, especially on Valentine's Day when you're supposed to be spending it with your sweetheart. They are there making beautiful music for these actors and actresses to sing to, which is just amazing. I'm going to put a slow crawl of all of the cast, crew, and directors on the screen while I tell you a little bit more about Shrek the Musical. So Shrek the Musical is now being played until February 23rd. It originally was supposed to stop tomorrow on Sunday, but they decided to extend it for another week. So you definitely have time to go get tickets and see the show. One thing that I did remember was that there were a lot of children in the audience, and some of them and their parents were kind of shocked when they heard a couple of curse words that were very mild. But do be aware that there are a couple of curse words. There are a couple of references to donkey of a different name, and I'll leave it at that. It's like that in the movie as well, but I did want to make that known. I did want to give a quick note about audience etiquette, because this is not something that the Cape Fear Regional Theater can control, but there are a lot of children that come to this, and it wasn't really the children doing it, surprisingly, but there were a number of moments where I heard people in the audience yelling up to people on stage, going like, "Yeah, get it, donkey," or something like that. That's not really proper etiquette. You can clap after the performance is done or after that song is done, but please know that when you holler out someone's character name or something like that, it's potentially distracting to not only the actors and actresses, but also to the other people watching the performance, so please don't do that. And also something else that I personally experienced that, again, the Cape Fear Regional Theater cannot control. Please be aware that you're going to be in an enclosed space with a bunch of people for probably about 2 to 3 hours, so please be mindful of that when you choose your perfume. I'm still getting over a headache from last night because the person who sat near me had really heavy perfume on, and it was just a lot for 2 hours to have to breathe in. So thank you so much to my mom again for buying these tickets. I'm so excited to continue to go back to Cape Fear Regional Theater and see the amazing performances. Yeah. Thank you for all of the actors and actresses and all of the people who really put their heart and soul into this production. I'm so excited that you guys had so much interest that you're extending it another week, and I do hope that my review can be found by a couple of people who are wondering about the show. If you're interested in learning more about the Cape Fear Regional Theater and some of the shows that they have, or if you want to buy tickets to Shrek, please visit their website here and go check out some more information and the ticket portal so you can buy your tickets. And just to end this off, I do have a couple of clips from that night. Since it was our little Valentine's Day venture, I got Jonathan a couple of ogre-themed presents, and I did want to share that with you guys just really quickly. So the review is officially over, but if you do want to see a couple of clips of our night, please continue to watch. Thanks so much again, and we will see you guys next time. Bye! I'm aware that this is a bad angle, but this is what we're working with right now. Today's Valentine's Day, and my mom bought Jonathan and I tickets to see Shrek the Musical. I'm currently getting off of work, and it's about 12:45. I worked extra this week, so I had to leave early. And I'm actually gonna go to Walmart really quick to grab him some stuff. So the goal is to find green stuff because it's ogre themed, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, I think that this shopping trip was a success. So green bag is really green. And I got a bunch of green snacks that we're gonna share. So Mike and Ike's, some of these mint crunch M&Ms, which I've never tried and they look so good. I got 2 things of chips that are like spicy, flaming hot lemon. And I got this, which is more of a teal color, but he loves Kit Kats, and there was no green Kit Kat, but this is also mint. And then I got him a Mountain Dew and 2 little baby chocolates. These are the only things that are not green or close to green, but they didn't have anything. Obviously, it is Valentine's Day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I don't have a lot to offer right now. That's the gift that I'm gonna give him, along with this card that I made that says, "I can't get over you," and it's me as an ogre. So we're gonna slip that in the bag. Hello, so Jonathan and I are just getting ready to go to Shrek the Musical. There he is, my husband. It's supposed to be a video. Goof. We're going in.
Look at this set. Look at this set. That's the wrong movie.
Are you ashamed?
No.